As per the report, Singapore is one of the most expensive countries to live in the world. But is it true?
Everything is expensive.
Expensive. So today's lunch I skipped.
Most of Singaporeans living in Singapore, they earn like about 5,000, and like
it's a struggle to get by in Singapore.
I heard the couple next door was like paying like $4,000 for the entire unit. That's like crazy expensive.
for a new car, I think like what, $100,000.
Night out is very expensive in Singapore.
It's the most expensive. The food wise also expensive.
Medical costs will be also high. Yeah, so that is the most challenging one.
But in a country where you can get a meal in as low as $3, this is really a brain teaser. And before packing your bag, you must know answer to these questions. What should be your ideal income as an expat? How much should you spend on housing? What will be my cost of living apart from college fees? Can you save a good amount of money as your offered salary is higher than your home country? Should I bring my family with me? Or is this a good time to move in a new country? Will I be able to afford the same lifestyle as in India? Well, you may be getting a better salary compared to your country, but as an expat, your monthly expenses in Singapore are likely to be higher than anywhere else in the world. But no need to worry, as with decent salary and the right budget, you can enjoy mostly everything Singapore has to offer. In this video, we'll cover the cost of living in Singapore as an Indian expat, going over everything from the average rent in Singapore to the cost of everyday essentials like food, energy, and public transportations. So before you decide to sign your offer letter, watch this video till the end, as I will tell you the range of salary you should ask your employer as per your lifestyle and expenses. Hi, I am Samriddhi, your new friend or probably your first friend in Singapore. If you want to know about life in Singapore, I am sharing all my experiences of past 3 years living here as an expat, which I wish someone would have told me before moving in. But I got you. So without any further delay, let's move right into the topic. First and the biggest expense here is housing. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center can cost you around $3,500 to $6,000 per month, depending upon the location. If you are willing to live outside the city, the price may range upon $2,500 to $4,000 depending upon your location and size of the unit. For a family, if you need a bigger place, a 2 or 3 bedroom unit in a central location like Orchard Road or Marina Bay can cost up to $7,000 a month. So if you are moving here alone or with a partner, it might be a good idea to consider co-living spaces or rented with roommates to save money in the start. Let me explain this through a map. Let's jump onto the screen. This is Singapore MRT map, meaning metro map. It's easier to show here, that's why I have chosen this. Here is Changi Airport. This whole area is known as city center, called as CBD, Central Business District, including Raffles Place, Marina Bay, Tanjong Pagar, Shenton Way, where most of the offices are located. Mostly finance and corporate headquarters, and indeed an expensive area in terms of everything. Other commercial hubs are Promenade, Suntec, Paya Lebar, Tampines, Jurong East, and Orchard Road, which I call a Miro ki jagah. You will come and see why. Some business parks are also here, known as Changi Business Park, located at Expo, and One North. For college students, the Kent Ridge and Clementi area for NUS going, Jurong West area for NTU, Downtown City for SMU, and Changi area for SUTD students. If your office area is here, or somewhat here, in fact here also, you can manage the rent. But if your office is here and you have to go to office daily, then please ask your employer for... Just kidding, but bro, get ready to pay more. The average rent, if I can say, can be as low as $2,200 for a master bedroom and $4,000 for a 2-bedroom unit if we exclude the city center. You must have noticed the term used here is unit instead of BHK. BHK term will be hardly used by any agent here, so you should know that they will use the term 2-bedroom unit instead of 2 BHK. But the important thing that you should know about housing is that there are two types of units available. One is HDB and other is condo. HDBs are buildings developed by government for their people, named as Housing Development Board. Same as our government provide DDA flats. Some of them are built very long time ago, so you will get a good square feet area, but chances are you will get old vibes. Some HDBs are renovated by their owners, so that is the best thing you can choose. Old HDBs can be more than 800 square feet to 1200 square feet for a normal 2-bedroom unit. If you love space, choose HDB. Coming to condo, or called condominium, is basically private builders building. Just like in our countries, we call them gated communities or societies. Condo is more expensive with more facility like swimming pool, gym, jogging area, kids play area and security, less spacious than usual. Here, 1 BHK can be as small as 400 square feet and an average 2 BHK is of 700 to 800 square feet. If you want to go for big, pay big money. For a better idea, it's my condo in Pasir Ris. Upon entering, you have a hall. Kitchen here is considered as a slab. If you get a separate kitchen, then consider yourself lucky. A small balcony to enjoy tea or plants if you want. A passage which we have utilized to store personal items. Second bedroom here, kind of negligible space after keeping a table. One common washroom along with utility balcony. Master bedroom and attached washroom. This is a decent 2 BHK for which we are paying a rent of $3,300 per month. For a single person coming here, you can opt for common room or master bedroom in a unit shared with working professionals or a family. This can also range up to $800 to $2,200 depending upon the area. Always ask all the details from the agent or landlord related to common area usage, visitors allowed or not, or if they have any weird rules. And if you are Indian and cook daily, please ask this beforehand because in many units cooking is not allowed or light cooking is allowed. I know it's weird for us, but what can we do? If you are on a budget, go for HDBs. Search on propertyguru.com or 99.co, Facebook Marketplace or Carousel app. Set up your filters, whether you need 2 bedrooms, how many bathrooms you need, if there is a particular square feet area you want to discuss, your budget, and search. But do not pay anything before you come here. Land in Singapore, view everything with your eyes, visit few more units and then decide. So after this big expense comes the transportation. If you have seen my previous video, you know that my favorite thing about Singapore is transportation. I can travel from one end to another end in just $3 to $4 via MRT or bus. Yes, it's that cheap. But if you have to go office daily, then this becomes a major expense, especially if you don't live near your office or college. It's quite understandable that areas nearby office areas must be expensive, right? So most of the IT offices I have known are in this area. So what you can do is you can choose to live like for this area, this line, this, for this area, for here. So that your daily expense and travel timing can be minimized. Don't try to live in Woodlands if your office is in Clarke. Maybe you can save $1,000 in rent, but believe me, you will hate your life. Now you must be wondering, I will take a cab to office. Then let me stop you right here. Cabs here are quite expensive, especially during office hours. For a 15 to 25 minutes ride, it can be as high as $35 or $40 in the peak hours. So if you are thinking of taking a cab daily, your monthly transport expense can reach up to $1,200 or more. If you can afford that, you are good to go. Otherwise, choose MRT or bus. Also, don't think about purchasing a car here. You were thinking, na? It is not easy to buy a car here in Singapore as government regulates the number of cars on roads. So there is a very high price to own a car. You have to pay a very large sum just for a certificate known as COE, Certificate of Entitlement, which costs around 100k and validity is only for 10 years. Rest various types of expenses which you can see are on screen. Don't forget the monthly running cost also, and all this much amount only for 10 years. It's a luxury to own a car here. So take your time and do a deep research before purchasing a car. And if you are like me, choose public transport often and cabs when necessary. On an average, let's consider $75 to $90 as a fixed transportation cost for an office-going individual. If you take MRT and bus, and if you take cab, then you can add $1,200 plus. It's your choice. Now, the major expense of people coming with their kids. If you don't have kids right now, still watch this and get prepared mentally. After looking for a home nearby your office location, now it's time to search schools in that area. There are various international schools and CBSE, ICSE board based schools also. Their fees might be slightly higher for expats. You can go and check their websites, or this is the average fee structure here in schools. One of our famous schools, DPS, is also available here, but only in 2 locations. You can see their fee structure on websites. Now, this expense will vary for every individual depending upon the number and age of their kid. Let's take an average of $550 to $2,000 per kid. Oof. Very expensive, right? Did I cover utilities? Not with the housing part? Oh, I must be crazy then. In Singapore, you pay electricity, gas, and water bill combined as utility bill, commonly known as PUB. It can be as $200 per month for a family of 3 if you use it comfortably. It's upon your usage. If you need AC 24/7 and you bake also, then maybe your PUB will cross $200. Otherwise, it mostly comes under that. After covering basic fixed cost, let's consider outside food cost or groceries. If you eat in a hawker center, which is like everywhere nearby HDBs, it can cost up to $10 to $15 for a meal, or even less if you go for most selling sets. But in a good restaurant, the bill can go more than $50 depending upon how much you eat. It's a cost which totally depends upon your choice. If you eat outside often, your food cost will increase. For grocery, there is a biggest Indian supermarket, or should I say mega market, where you will get everything. Literally everything in Mustafa Center, located in Syed Alvi Road. It is in the center, nearby for people living in Little India Far Park area. If you are in any other area which is far from Mustafa, then search for a nearby grocery store. For common fruits and vegetables, there is Fair Price, Sheng Siong, and Prime, majorly used by locals. Here you will get all the things needed like milk, eggs, fruits, vegetables, but not every Indian one, bakery, snacks, everything a supermarket can contain. So while choosing home, also search for nearby supermarkets and stores. As per my approximation, even if you cook 3 meals a day, your monthly grocery can be covered under $1,000 for a family of 3. This cost can go higher if you choose organic or high-end products. But again, this totally depends upon you, as I hardly spend $15 on milk every month, and I have seen people buying 3 whole milk cartons of worth $90, so it can vary from people to people. You can decide your grocery budget easily after tracking your 2 to 3 month expenses. Now, one last fixed cost here is internet or Wi-Fi. Mobile internet can cost up to $20 to $30 per month, and a Wi-Fi will be around $50 depending upon the plan you choose. Do remember that there is a 2-year contract for most of the services you take. So Wi-Fi will also have a 2-year contract. Ask the provider all the details about terminating the contract if you happen to go back in between. As of now, we have discussed all the basic and fixed costs which you have to pay and cannot avoid. If we summarize all that at once, let's take an average of $3,000 for rent, $300 for utilities, $100 transportation cost. If you are thinking of using cab, add $1,200 for transportation, plus $1,000 for one kid. Let's take $500 for eating outside roughly, grocery $1,000, and add $75 for internet, making it around $6,000 per month. This is a rough calculation, so remember you can cut or expand anywhere depending upon your choices. I'm just giving you a rough idea so that you can come prepared. Some additional costs which you need to keep in mind here are doctor's visit. As you are an expat here, you will not get the subsidiary benefit. So a normal checkup to a clinic doctor may range from $50 to $150 without the test prices. And if physician will recommend you to see a specialist, then the cost will be around $300 to $500 per visit. I remember going to a gynac where I just needed a fluconazole and ended up paying $800. So always include medical insurance in your employment contract, which can cover most of your costs. Adding on to this, if you need to be hospitalized here, you should know the price of one night of hospitalization here is $1,000, and so is the price of one MRI. Your one slip can result into financial problems, so better negotiate for a good insurance policy. If you like to see movies in theaters, it costs around $10 to $15 per person in a normal theater and $20 plus for a VIP access. For gym, here the most common gym is Anytime Fitness, which is 24/7 open and you can access anywhere in the world. It's located in all areas and costs $85 to $110 per month depending upon their offers. Here, no trainers will guide you until you hire them, and private trainers cost around $80 to $100 per session. There are other gyms as well. You can always choose one that is near and easily accessible. If you like to do some extra creative activities like baking, cooking, pottery classes, painting classes, gardening, comedy shows, concerts, clubs, their ticket prices range upon $100 to $250. That's like everything you will spend your money here. I think I covered it all. If you need to ask anything specifically, comment below and I will try to answer that. And a bonus tip for you, because you stayed till here, when you land first time in Singapore and start your lease, you have to pay 1 month advance rent and 1 month security deposit for a 1-year lease, and 2 months of deposit plus 1 month of advance rent for a 2-year lease. This will be the expense that you have to pay before you are getting your salary here, so better negotiate for that relocation cost. I always recommend for a 1-year lease because in this uncertain world you cannot commit for 2 years, as I have seen many people got fired after 3 to 4 months of joining, and your diplomacy agreement will kick in after 12 months in a 2-year lease. Also, you will never know that you will like that place or not, so better go for a 1-year lease. I'll make a separate do's and don'ts videos on housing. I personally choose 1-year agreement now because I felt stuck for 2 years in a place that I thought was best for me in the beginning, but with time came with challenges. It's your choice at the end. And as promised in the beginning, salary that you can consider good for a couple can be more than $9,500, and for a family $12,000 and plus. This is my general idea after seeing people around me. If you can work in less than that, totally your choice. But if you negotiate on this, you are good to go and can have some savings as well. That's all for the video. I hope I helped you in calculating the cost of coming to Singapore. If you do come after watching this video, please comment below so that I can know that I helped you and become your friend also. And if you like my video, please like it, or how else will I know? Subscribe my channel if you want to see my upcoming video.